Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Let's learn some Motorhead, shall we? Today we're going to try something a little bit different and have a quick playthrough of what I consider to be the top 5 greatest Motorhead guitar riffs. And then I'm going to show you guys how to play them. Fun! Yeah? Now, if you like Motorhead, and, you know, really, who doesn't, and you're in the mood to bash the crap out of your guitar and make some noise, go grab yourself an amp, crank it up, and let's get started. First things first, though, and as is typical of Motorhead, we are tuned down 1/2 step on the guitar to D sharp. Here's the tuning. Now then, there's nothing too terribly complicated to play here. Well, to be truthful, one of them's fairly tricky because it's pretty damn quick. But each and every one of these are all great fun to bang on. Great stuff for advanced beginners, intermediate players, or anyone really who just loves to crank out a great classic, aggressive guitar riff. So let's have a look at what I feel are 5 great Motorhead riffs, and then we'll dig a little bit deeper into how to play them all. All right, let's start this off with Ace of Spades, and this one's in E, and we're working a lot right here in this E power chord here at the 7th fret. 7th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the D. And the open E. So, now we're going to chug on the open E like 5 times, maybe 6 times, catching the octave here, this note here at the 7th fret of the A. Now, sometimes he hits it 5 times, sometimes he hits it 6 times, kind of like this. That's 5, and now 6. Now you can not worry about that note, you can just hit the open E. It's all played pretty fast and loose, so. And after 5 or 6 times, you're gonna grab just the A and the D string, and you can catch some of the open E as well. So you're going to hit the power chord once, catching that, really accentuating that note at the 9th fret of the D. You're going to hit that once, then you're going to back it up to 8 on the D string, hit that twice, along with the 7th fret of the A, and then off to the 7th fret of the D string, which is just a barred A and D string, and you're going to hit that twice. Kind of like that. A lot of fun to play and nothing really too complicated there. And now we're into a G power chord for the first verse. Hit that twice, again, and again, and now hit it 5 more times. And then we're into this famous little bit. That is a double stop here at the 14th fret on the G and the B string. You're going to bend it, release it, and then you're going to go off to 12, double stop, onto 14, double stop, and back to 12. And then again, bend, release again, off to 12, and then this time you're going to grab the 14 of the D string to resolve it. And then slide out of it. Now when I'm playing this, I like to catch a couple of open E strings along with it, kind of like this. And then 2 the second time, kind of like this. And then we're going to jump into a D power chord here at the 5th fret position. Down to C, 2 positions, and then back into this again. Back into a D power chord, back to a C, and then back into the main riff. Back into a G. And that's pretty much it for Ace of Spades, except for the solo. That will get you through the entire song. So let's move on to the next one. And now we're going to have a look at We Are the Road Crew. And we're starting on the 7th fret of the D string, off to 5 of the D, up to 7 of the A, and then jump way back to 4 frets to the 3rd fret of the A. 3 times. And then you're going to go on to the 5 of the A, and then this little pentatonic. And I think he actually picks every one of these notes. I did a little hammer on there. So you're going 5-7, 5-7 on the A and the D, down to the 5 of the G, and then back up to the 7 of the D. Now, I like to get a little double stop going on in there, like kind of like that, with a little bend before I hit that 5 on the D. That's not what he's doing, but you know, sounds good. Kind of like that. A little slide into that 7 always works too. And now we're into the first verse. So you're just riding, you're hammering on from 5 to 7 of the D string and then riding it along with the open A. That kind of pattern. Up to a G power chord. Back it up to an F power chord at the first fret position, and then back into this again. And you're going to do that again, and then back into this again. And this time we're going to reverse. Instead of going from G to F, we're going to go from F to G. And then into the chorus. We are the road crew. Exact same thing we did at the beginning. And that same lick. And that's pretty much it for We Are the Road Crew. That'll get you through the whole song, except for the solos. So, and the solo is just a lot of A minor pentatonic. You know, that kind of A minor pentatonic stuff. So let's just run through that quickly. So. That again. All right, let's have a look at Bomber. This one is a little bit trickier than most of them because it's fairly quick. And now there's two ways to play this. The way I played it, you may say that's not the way he plays it, but you know, it just adds a little more power the way I played it than the way he plays it. The way Fast Eddie played it, he was playing like a double stop here at the 9th fret, hitting that twice on the A and the D string, and then down to the double stop on the G and the B. So all the beginning of this is all on the same fret, and then bouncing it off to the double stop on the 7th fret of the G and the B, and then trilling on the 8th fret of the G. And then back it up 2 places. You should upstroke those. Yeah, it's better if you upstroke those. And then downstroke. The way I played it is with power chords, playing all 3 strings, and then rolling down to the G and the B double stop. It sounds more powerful. And then you get your little trill. And when he goes down to the A, when he's going back to the E, or sorry, back to the B, he's kind of sliding into it. Kind of like that. But only when he's coming from the A. And then into that little part there, he's just sliding from a D power chord at the 5th fret position into the E power chord, and then just hammering on that. And that's pretty much it for Bomber, at least the riff. All right then, the chase is better than the catch. Pretty simple stuff, this one. So we're going to start with an open E, hit that like 7 or 8 times. And then you're going to go into a C power chord at the 3rd fret, a 3-finger power chord, because you want to hear that note. And then you're going to move it up to a D power chord at the 5th fret. Hit that one last time at the end, slide out of it. And then back into riding the open E 7 or 8 more times. And then the next time you're going to go up to a G power chord here at the 10th fret, slide it back to the D power chord, back to the C, and then back to the D again. You can always catch some of that octave of the open E right there at the 7th fret of the A string. And now we're going to, the verse comes in, we start riding the open E and playing little double stops here at the 12th fret. From 12 on to 14, slide out. And I think you do that like 3 times. Back to the C power chord, back to the D power chord. And then back into the double stops again. And then back into the main riff. And that's pretty much it for the chase is better than the catch. And let's move on. Let's have a look at, I think this might be the last one. This is Overkill. All right, Overkill. Sounds very similar, played a little bit differently, but sounds, at least the verses, sounds very much like Ace of Spades. But... So it starts with a slide down the neck, palm muted, starting on the 14th fret of the A string, slowly tremolo picked, just down, up, down, up. And then we're going to grab a D power chord and quickly slide it into an E power chord. So here at the 5th fret D power chord, and then slide it into E, and then we're going to start hammering on that E power chord. And then back it up after you back it up to D, quickly slide it back into E, and I think you do that like 4 times, kind of like this. And then we're going to jump up here to an A power chord at the 12th fret position, 3-finger power chord, because you want to hear that note. So you're going to go down, up, and then back it up to the G power chord at the 10th fret. And you're going to do that, I think, 4 times. And then you're going to go to a C power chord at the 3rd fret. And briefly take your index finger off the 3rd fret to the open A and then back on again. And then we're into this. That's just chugging on the open E string, grabbing the double stop at the 12th fret on the D and the G string. Every second time you're going to hammer on to the 14th fret double stop. Back to a C power chord. Same thing. Back into this. Now we're going to go to an F sharp power chord at the 2nd fret, down to the B power chord, and you're going to hit that, then take your index finger off to the open A and then back on again. And then back to the F sharp power chord, hit that like 4 or 5 times, up to a D power chord, and then instead of doing the double stop this time, we're going to play a 4-finger E power chord here at the 7th fret. And then back into that again. So slowly, let me just run through the whole thing. And I think that's it. Great Motorhead riffs, and nice and easy, and loose, and I hope you enjoyed that and helped you learn a few Motorhead licks and riffs. And drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already. That would be awfully nice. I hope you're well in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may be. Take care of yourself and those around you, and we will see you next time. That was Motorhead, and they were a rock and roll band.